All right, I am live, and we will see what happens. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay and having a decent Tuesday. Luis, Derek, Neo Punk, everyone else, hello there. Hope everyone is doing again okay and doing all right. Remake Station, hello there. Hope you're doing well. Hey there, Dark Metal Spider. Hello, everyone. Jedizilla, everybody. Broadstipe. Hope everyone again is doing okay today. DJ, Josh, hello there. Makai, hello there. Glad to see you play Arkham Knight. Yeah, it was a paid request. I have completed the game. It'll be over 30 parts. Uh, I could say at the end of the day, I did not like the game. In fact, I pretty much hated it by the end of it, but you'll see that. Jedi Zilla, I know nothing about that, so. Hey, Caleb, Jose, everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's doing okay. And everyone's doing all right. Lenny, hello there. Caleb, hello there. Ben, Alter Ego. Hey, John, Zero Cool, how are you doing, man? Will Ferrell, number one fan. And hello, everybody. Yes, Victor, I did review that film, and I did enjoy it. Yeah, I know about the budget of Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, I mean. It is what it is. Hello there, Chris. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it will ever make back that budget, let alone make a profit, but I'm not the people that finance these things. So it is what it is. What can I do about it? I'm not the one making these decisions. Not at all. Again, everyone out there, I'm doing okay. Doing all right. Will Ferrell number one, the 2003 show is the one I like the best. I'm fine with Hollywood being on strike. Yes, Ryan, I did get the request. I will get to that as soon as I can. Didn't see Be Cool. All so many movies get a remake is kind of in one ear out the other to me. Exactly, I'm fine with Hollywood being on. Didn't see Sound of Freedom, so I have no thoughts on the film. Cooking series named Chopped. Nope, never heard of that. But I'm fine with Hollywood being on strike. They really haven't made much good product recently anyway, so can't say I have really any tears to shed about that. I'm not a fan of the Laid to Rest movies, Jack. Not a fan of those. Chris, it's on Odyssey. It's on my Odyssey channel. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. There's the link. Just type in https:// in front of it, and you'll see it's on there. But Aragorn, everybody else, hello there. For the guy who asked, yeah, there's the Odyssey link, Chris. I just sent it in the chat. I don't really care what the outcome of these strikes are because I don't really care about a lot of movies nowadays. I mean, it doesn't affect me, so I don't really care. I guess that's really the blunt, honest truth of it. Aragorn, I would say Bloodsport. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. Yes, Arkham Asylum would be my favorite of those. And I did not mind Arkham City, but Arkham Knight, again, I did beat. I just have to upload, and it's a piece of shit. By the end of it, it's a piece. Arkham Knight was a piece of shit game. Spit or swallow? I don't know. It depends what she said. DJ Mexicano, hello there. New movies recently? No. Oppenheimer, who knows? The Fury, I barely remember. Demented worse, Alice. Don't care about Barbie. Uh, I beat all but five of the side missions in Arkham Knight, but the fact that you have to beat every single one of them to get the true ending is one of the things that I hate about the game. And then to do all that to get a shitty ending is even worse. So that's one of the many reasons why I did not like Arkham Knight. Hatcher for the Honeymoon, never heard of it. The Sentinel from 77, didn't see it. Wu saw, go watch Bad Boys 2, and you'll know what that means. One movie put me to sleep to boredom. The Eternals, for one. Sweeney Todd wasn't for me. Yeah, I have the 40th Hard Target. Looks nice. Yeah, I like Arkham Asylum, and I like Arkham. Uh, I like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, but I didn't care for Arkham Knight. But at the end of the day, Senior Trip, I barely remember, other than let's do some Van Damage being a line. Bad Boys 2, I saw in the theater. Didn't see Bad Boys 1 in the theater. I reviewed Lionheart on the channel. Love that Van Damme film. Pantera, pretty decent band. I I know I look like the dude from Hills of Eyes remake. I said that in my review. Breakthrough, never heard of. I don't think I've even seen the extended cut of Blues Brothers. I've only seen the theatrical. Uh, Favorite Mike Harrigan line? Uh, Fuck yourself. Nope, don't care about writing screenplays. Salo, awful film. R-rated comics that would be an animated remake? Not that I know of. Ben-Hur didn't care to see. Well, you gotta deal with those mutants the right way with a big old axe to the face. Never play Arkham Origins. I don't know anything about the Marvels. I barely remember the trailer, so I don't know. But I mean, I've seen Skinamarink and Beau is Afraid and The Flash, so I've already seen some of the worst films of the year. Prom Cut didn't see. Diamond Dead, I don't know much about Diamond Dead. A good modern TMNT film? Nope. That will be as existent as the Ark of the Covenant. You will never find it. You'll never find it, no matter how hard you look. It will never happen. Anatomy? Nope, never heard of it. Yeah, I know they're making I Am Legend 2, which is completely stupid. Considering the ending most saw, he dies at the end, but I guess they're going with the Ultra ending, which not everybody saw. Prom Night, I mean, I could watch the second one. The first one is pretty meh. Hypnotic, nope, never seen it. Hey, Dante, rank the Back to the Future films 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a sequel to Blob. They set it up in the first movie, but the film bombed badly. There'll be another Friday the 13th film eventually. It's too much money left on the table. Too much money left on the table. No, I never played Tekken. Never played Tekken. Nope, never eaten Chick-fil-A. To me, the best Resident Evil remake is easily the fourth one. Uh, I guess I'd rather watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 over Alien 3 because it didn't kill Hicks and Ripley. Oh, thank you, Davey Viz. No problem. It's not your fault, man. These things happen. Sometimes it's just how it goes. I beat Batman Arkham Knight. I like the first two. I I ended up hating this game, Arkham Knight. Uh, there's a lot of issues I have with it. I think the story is very predictable. I think that there's a lot of problems with it. The ending sucks, and you can't even get the ending until you do all the side missions, including finding over 200 Riddler trophies, which is stupid. There's too much Batmobile. That stuff got repetitious. Fighting the checkpoints and the watchtowers got repetitious. There's not a lot of boss battles. And the boss battles you do, you're fighting tanks. I'm playing Batman. I'm not playing Battle Tank or Super Battle Tank. Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that, man. You've always been kind, man. I really do appreciate it, man. How would you rank the Three Stooges, Curly Shorts, Shemp, Joe Besser, Curly Joe? Well, let's see. Curly's number one, Shemp is number two. Then I would say, honestly, Curly Joe Dorita number three, Baby's Day Out number four, Two and a Half Men number five, Joel Besser number six, and the Three Stooges 2012 number seven, the bottom. Hey there, frame by frame. Hey there, everyone. But yeah, I would say Curly's number one, Shemp is number two, and then I would go with Curly Joe, then Baby's Day Out, then Joel Besser, which I find annoying. Joel Besser, never liked his stuff. No, I would go with Two and a Half Men, and then Joel Besser, and then 2012 Three Stooges. So I would go with that. Three Stooges 2012, I do not like. I think the Farrelly Brothers were absolutely the wrong choice to do a Three Stooges movie. I don't think Three Stooges movies need Snooki from fucking Loser Down Under and fart jokes. Fucking stupid. Uh, no, I don't think Jurassic Park's overrated. I like the film. Schizophrenic, never heard of it. Favorite Rocky films is four and three are my two favorites. Yeah, the Batman Arkham Knight ending was trash. You got to spend all these hours to find all these Riddler trophies and again fight these watchtowers and stuff. And then it's like, oh, the ship blew up. Wayne Manor blew up, and here's the Phoenix as a bat. And he goes, and we don't know who it is, and nothing about Jason Todd, which the entire fucking game was about. He doesn't fucking stupid. Oh, thank you, Clark. I really appreciate that, man. Do you think people got sick of Toy Human after the 2000s? I was one of them that got sick of it by then. Uh, yeah, in a way, yeah. They're not as successful as they were back then. So yeah, I think people were a bit. Uh, yeah, I did. I mean, there's something about Mary was very successful, and then there was a series of films, the American Pie films. I didn't like anything. People got tired of it, like everything else, and it got to be old hat. And you try to out shock stuff that's been done before. Then they did everything, and then where could you go? There was nowhere else to go. So I do think no problem, frame by frame. But you sent in a super chat. I'll answer it anyway. No, I'm not seeing the Barbie film unless it's a very nice, generous paid request. It's not my cup. I have no interest. Marketing did not interest me. The subject material did not interest me. I have no interest. Again, unless it's a very nice paid request. So I'm just not interested. I don't really care about Napoleon. Ridley Scott hasn't made a good film since The Martian. Yeah, I like Star Trek 6. I think that was a good way to end those characters respectfully. And the last Ridley Scott film I enjoyed was The Martian. Freddy vs. Jason was a nice, fun experience in the theater, but I don't think it holds up well. I don't like the Jason stuff. I do like Napoleon Dynamite, but I don't care about the new Napoleon. Uh, I don't care about. I don't care. If I want Napoleon, I'll go watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Last good Spielberg film, Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Zero Fed I was not a fan of. Don't know anything about the Ice Cube movie you mean. Uh yes, when they're able to, they will remake Back to the Future. Or it will be a reboot and it'll be the daughter of Marty McFly, but then it'll be the same movie. Mixed on Freddy vs. Jason. I don't think it's a good movie. Didn't see Spielberg's Lincoln, had no interest. The Black Scorpion, don't know what that is. Do I like Bill and yeah, I would say I like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure more than Napoleon Dynamite, but I do like it. Well, thank you, Bobby. Kelly, the big guy from Broken Arrow versus the big guy from ND5. Definitely the big guy in Broken Arrow would easily win. Because the thing you're talking about, Howie Long, the Firestorm himself, right? Howie Long. I definitely gotta go with Howie Long from Broken Arrow. Very underrated film. Deserves a lot more attention. Deserves a better Blu-ray. Love, love, love Broken Arrow. So I gotta go with that. Gotta go with that. So thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate that, man. Godzilla, hello there. I don't think I've seen you on there. No, I've not gotten a request for Oppenheimer, but the thing is, the movie's like over 3 hours long. So if it was a request, it had to be a very generous one because the movie's over 3 hours long, and that's a lot of time to take for that. The Outsiders, it's there. Magic Mike. I've never seen a Magic Mike movie. Dark Side of the Moon, it's okay. I like Friday the 13th Part 2 more than 3. Yeah, I do. Will they ever remake The Birds? Well, I mean, after the Psycho remake, probably not. Dead Space is not on PS4. Cat People, I wasn't really that big on. Okay, what was your old name, Godzilla? Never seen Elvis. The movie. Uh, I don't think I've seen The Firm. I've heard mixed things about it. I'm not a Wes Anderson fan. Hitchcock. Yeah, I think I reviewed it. I think I reviewed it. It was there. Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. I liked it. I don't listen to it a lot, but I liked it. I remember liking it. Arthur Penn. I don't know who that is. Nope, I'm not a Dragon Ball Z. I think I've seen one fight and it was okay, but I haven't seen any of the movies. Not a huge anime guy. Guardians 3, nope, haven't seen it. Omen 4 is way worse than Birds 2. Bob Marley biopic, don't give a shit. I like the first Reanimator. Have you been sunburned? No. Davey, I would pick Rennie Harlan. American Gangster, not a fan of the film. My Demon Lover, I enjoy. I'm glad it's getting a Blu-ray from Screen Factory. Favorite movie, Alien. Xenomorph or Predator, either The Thing or The Blob. I do think Deep Blue Sea is underrated. Elves sucks as a movie. True Fire Pink Guy, hello there. One Piece, never heard of. Never heard of the film. Something Wild, never heard of. No, I'm not interested in the Blue Beetle movie. Why would anyone be interested in that movie? It looks as generic as hell. And the only reason it's getting made is because it deals with ethnicity. That's the only reason. Tony Scott's Revenge, I think, sucks. Before Summers, Before Sunset, never saw them. Why didn't you like the Arkham Knight ending? Well, let's see. You have to spend all this time to get all these side missions, including repetitive defeating watchtowers, repetitive take care of bombs and shooting 85 tanks, finding over 200 Riddler trophies. All that bullshit you have to do, you should not have to do. So they hold the ending hostage unless you 100% the game, which I think is ridiculous and fucking stupid. Then you guys are not going to see the footage because they blocked it because Rocksteady has a blocking thing where it will block footage being recorded. So that pissed me off too because I've never had a game literally block me recording it. So you just don't see my face reacting to it. And then the ending, what's the ending? He fakes his death. Then there's another. They did it back in the day because to avoid spoiling the game, which was stupid, because it'd be spoiled a day after. Happy birthday, or Curly John, man. Yeah, no spoil, which is stupid. It'll be spoiled a day after, so I couldn't record the footage. So it's just gonna be my face describing what happens. No, I didn't 100% it. I got 85%, and then it's like you have 5 more missions, including yeah, Silver Wings. They block sections, including the entire ending of the game. If you're recording on the PS4. Now there are other people that do it. Maybe the game recorder will work for you, but I use the PS4 recorder. That's on the PS4. It blots the shit, and it says it is blocked. Piss me off. So you won't be able to see the footage. You'll be just my face. Just fuck Rocksteady. Fine, you don't want me to show you shitty ending? Fine, I won't show the fucking ending. Or the finale. It's the whole finale, by the way. The last 20 minutes. Well, hopefully the Elgato will work then. But using the PS4 recorder, I didn't know it'd be blocking that goddamn much. And as for the question, let's see. Batman hits the bat signal. He goes to his manor. He blows it up. Then, oh, Gotham is safe. And then there's another figure who looks like a phoenix bat fire creature, lands on some bad guys. The end. Who the fuck that is? What the fuck does that have to do? What about Jason Todd? What happened to him? What's he gonna do? Catwoman, Nightwing, all this stuff. Nope. None of that is answered or will be answered because it's the last of the franchise. And you don't tell me you got to find over 200 Riddler trophies to. You don't get the ending until you do all the side missions. Until you do all the side missions, you don't get the ending. So it holds the ending hostage. That's bullshit too. I don't want to find over 200 fucking Riddler trophies. I don't want to do 10 more goddamn defeating checkpoints or 8 more bombs, or was it 5, 8 more, and then you have to fight 85 tanks. And most of it is just a goddamn tank battle. I like the Batmobile, but not for 80% of the fucking game. So that's why I don't like the Arkham Knight game and ending. I like the first two, but not that one. And the Blob versus Freddy Krueger, I don't know, does the Blob dream? The Blob doesn't really dream, so I guess if he gets in the real world, Freddy would be fucked. But yeah, I don't think the Blob dreams, so Freddy can't really do anything. Use harsh language. The game has pretty visuals and some fun side missions, but it was bloated, has a predictable story, and if I want stealth, I'll play the first two Batman Arkham games. Well, I don't know what there is to enjoy about the ending. It's like you spend all this time doing it and you get a 2-minute ending where nothing is resolved. The Jason Todd stuff, you don't even have a fight with him. It's just you grab him, you say 5 things, and he changes his mind out of the blue. Yeah, Arkham City had a better ending. That's all it is. Like the whole Arkham Knight is Jason Todd, the second Robin who Joker shot. You grab him, you beat the shit out of him, and he changes his mind in 5 seconds. And then he disappears for the third act of the game, and then boom, 1 or 2 shots, and then that's it. To save Batman, and then you never hear about him again. That's shitty storytelling. Shitty story by the end of it. Uh, Shitty ending. Not worth going through all the effort to get a nothing ending. Yes, Arkham Asylum I do enjoy. It is easily the best. Easily the best Arkham Asylum I do enjoy. Arkham City I did not mind. I thought it had good boss battles. Arkham Knight I was enjoying at first. Even throughout the playthrough, when you guys do see when I upload, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm not minding the story so far," but it's predictable as fuck. Predictable as fuck, lame as fuck, bloated as fuck, and the ending was dumb as fuck. So anyway, Gravity Falls I did not see. Uh, Never played Batman Arkham Origins. Take care, Josh. Never played Halo 4. Hey there, Eric. I did get your request. I will see your short film soon. Never played Manhunt. Sam Crow, I warned you about The Flash in my review. I warned you. Never played Manhunt. Never played the Batman Telltale series. The reason I played Batman Arkham Knight was it was a paid request. So at least there's that. At least that was, and there were some fun moments. There were some fun side missions. It's a good looking game. I'll give you that. It's not the worst game ever, but it's just very disappointing compared with the first two. But thank you, Bobby. Freddy Krueger versus I don't know, does Agent Smith dream? Do matrices dream of uh, electric spoons? I don't know. I don't know. It depends. If Agent Smith can dream, sure, but I don't think he dreams since they're programmed, so Agent Smith would win. Well, that's another thing. It blocked my recording of Jason Todd's reveal, so you don't get to see it. You'll just hear my reaction. Oh, how predictable. It blocked that too. They thought that was such a goddamn surprise. They blocked the PS4 recording that. So when I upload it, you don't see my face, and I have the audio. So you'll hear the audio at least. Fucking stupid. Do you dream not of electric sheep? Hello there, Brandon. Miami Vice, the TV show I like, the movie not so much. Well, Sam Crow, the old movie, The Flash sucks. Go watch The Flashpoint Paradox instead. Matrix Resurrections, it is a bad movie, I agree. I did a review of that on the channel. Didn't see I didn't play Miami Hotline. Red Team, I don't know what that is. Never heard of that, Lenny Jean. Arkham County, Arkham State, Arkham Country, Arkham Planet. We need to talk about Kevin. Never heard of it. The original Jacob's Ladder, it's one of my personal favorites. The remake was awful. Well, I think maybe Tom Cruise maybe bumped his head on a stunt to be able to say that. Nope, never heard of that production company. Thank you, Lothar. But yeah, Arkham Asylum I do enjoy. Arkham City I did not mind, and Arkham Knight very disappointing. Ridley Scott should have retired a long time ago. Hello there, the Filminator. I don't think I've seen you on here before. Sam's Lot, I haven't seen that in forever. Yeah, Gozer, never seen that film. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that, man. $1. Hey, every little bit helps. So thank you, man. I never played Arkham Origins. I mean, if that's a request one day down the road, sure, I'll play it. But after Arkham Knight, I'm not in a rush anytime soon. Frame by frame, sure. I already know it's not going to get any better of the idol. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, man. You've been very generous, man. Have you heard of this one YouTuber? He does movie reviews, what ifs, and who would win? Nah, sorry, I can't say I've ever heard of him. First time I've heard of him, so sorry, not much I can say. Never heard of him. I've seen Dead Man's Shoes, and I didn't really get the hype. Worst Arnold film? Killing Gunther's pretty bad. Never played Injustice. I don't have the game. Out for Justice is my favorite Steven Seagal film. Yeah, I know Jacob's Ladder was one of the inspirations of Soundhill. That's true. That is true. Love End of Days, one of Arnold's most underrated films. Uh, I've seen some of Mike Matei streams. I don't mind them. I haven't seen them in a long time, though. I've just been very, very busy, but I do remember not minding them. End of Days is great. It's very underrated. It's in my top five favorite Arnold films. Talking Dirty, never heard of it. Worst really Scott film? Alien Covenant, easily. Favorite Dead Pit interview they did? I mean, it's hard to beat the John Carpenter interview. So it's hard to beat that. Why did End of Days fail at the box office? I don't know. I think people were just tired of Arnold. Because all of his films bombed. Collateral Damage didn't do well. Sixth Day didn't do well. People say Terminator 3 underperformed. Maybe people were just tired of Arnold. I don't know. I reviewed Don't Open Till Christmas. I was not a fan of it. You could tell it was unfinished. Favorite night of? Hmm. Night to the G strings. Uh, I mean, of the ones you mentioned, I'd probably say Night of the Comets because I prefer Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead over Night of the Living Dead. I don't mind Night of the Creeps, but I don't like the ending. I would say Night of the Comet of those. Fair Brett Ratner film, probably Rush Hour 2. See Living Dead, didn't mind it. Eraserhead, some interesting visuals, but it is what it is. I reviewed Fright House, Dark Gold Dust. I do think Predator 2 is underrated. Absolutely, 100% agree. Absolutely agree. Sorry about my throat. Oh, no problem, Toby. Yeah, 1408 I enjoy. I don't know which one, which ending you got, but there's two endings, and the one I prefer was the theatrical ending, which is on DVD and on Blu-ray. I got it with this overseas Blu-ray. I reviewed Tales from the Hood. I like it. Denny film, Blade Runner 2049. I don't need a 4K Night of the Comet. I'm fine with the Blu-ray. Land of the Dead, pretty forgettable. It's not the worst movie ever. Never played Shenmue, never played Armored Core, never played Tenchu, Stealth Assassins. No, the game I was playing today, actually, filming, was I was supposed to film another game, but the game did not install. And since I had it set up, I just went and played for fun. Second time playing it, Ready to Stay from Butcher Bay, which I really enjoy. Hello there, Kim. Turtle Tank, cool. Yeah, I would take one. I have seen Grizzly too. It does look unfinished. Yeah, Charlie Sheen and George Clooney, Laura Dern, they're in one scene and they all get killed. You have John Rhys Davies, Salah from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Uh, it's not a good movie at all. Thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. So, Doug from Hills of Ice, how's it like fighting mutants with axes and guns and shooting 50 cal Rambo style with all the mutants? It's just another day at the office. Just another day at the office. What can I say? Uh, hey, Rambo fighting mutants, I would actually get behind. As silly as it is, it would be better than Rambo 5. But thank you, Bobby. And something wicked. Wow. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Very generous super chat. Thank you, man. I'm watching To Live and Die in LA 4K that came out today. Thoughts on William Friedkin? I don't take a minute to answer this because $20 super chat's pretty generous. Uh, I would say my favorite is no one ever says this, but I like The Hunted with Tom Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro. That is easily my favorite William Friedkin film. Easily my favorite. I liked it. It's if you took the novel version of First Blood and you made that into a movie. Because in the novel First Blood, Rambo was much more psychotic. He was much more killing people. He was much more so far gone that all you could do is take him out. And at the end, Troutman does kill him. Then shoots him in the head with a shotgun or something. And in a way, that's what The Hunted was. It was like take First Blood, the novel, and make that into a movie. And I love the knife fights. Tom Lee Jones, Benicio del Toro both did a wonderful job. I saw it in the theater. It was a great experience. So I love The Hunted. I finally did get a Blu-ray. Uh, Actually, I got it right here. It's under a bunch of other stuff, so I don't want to make it fall. But The Hunted is my favorite. And then I also like Jade. People don't like Jade, especially the director's cut, which has the extended ending. I wish that would get a DVD or Blu-ray, but it has the extended ending, which makes it much more. I know, hello everyone, Sloan and everybody else. Yeah, The Hunted is great. The Hunted is wonderful locations, great brutal knife fights, two well done acting performances, nice Johnny Cash song at the end, uh, down and dirty, solid filmmaking. And then Jade actually like with David Caruso. I mean, the French Connection is there. I actually like the second one more. I know I like the French Connection 2 more than the first one. The Exorcist, I was never a fan. I like the third one more. I think the third one is the best one in my opinion. To Live and Die in LA, I do like. Yeah, Jesse, I do like. Yeah, Jade, good car chase. So actually, my two favorite William Friedkin films are The Hunted and Jade. I know that's not typical, but I don't give a fuck. It's my opinion. So yeah, that's what I think of it. So take care, Remake Station. Cruising, I don't remember much about, other than being confused by the ending. The last book I read, honestly, I've been so busy with other stuff, I don't even have time. Uh, yes, I like to live and die in LA, but yeah, I do like Jade more. I know why they did it, but when the William Pearson gets killed off, I know why they did it. I get the point of it, but it's like I don't know. I didn't want him killed off, and I would like him and William Defoe go toe to toe at the end. Plus Jade, I mean, I like that it's David Caruso and Michael Bean and such. Take Care Cam, Mike Mozart, never heard of that. Favorite mob movie, I guess Goodfellas. Uh, is End of Days Arnold's last badass role? Maybe. Hey there, Sean. Yeah, I have good memories about the video store. I worked at a video store for a few years. So I have good memories of that. Never seen Purple Hearts. The Majestic, I thought was really boring. Favorite heist film, Heat with Al Pacino. State of Grace. I think I'm getting that confused with something else. I might have seen that, but I know nothing about a Snow White movie coming out. I know nothing about it. Sonny and Bean. I don't know enough about the to form a good opinion on it. Yeah, The Last Stand with Arnold, I do enjoy. So I do enjoy that film. That was 2013. I do enjoy that movie. So I didn't mind the Avatar cartoon. I don't really have a favorite character. Maybe the what was the one voiced by Rufio from Hook? I would say him. James World personal films? No, I didn't see him. After the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, I was kind of done. I reviewed Threads. I reviewed that film. John Goodman, Arachnophobia. Three Ninjas. I would choose Jesse. Still the Night. I didn't see. Didn't see Fubar. No, I don't eat lamb. Worst AVGN episode? Probably the one with Lloyd Kaufman. That was pretty abysmal. Well, what was that one guy? There's like a Sega thing they were reviewing, and I've never heard of this guy before, and I can't remember. Rambo versus Blade. I guess you would call Demolition Man that. I guess I'm not really into going to concerts. They hurt my ears. Cold Day in the Park. Never heard of. I don't care about Hollywood striking. Why do I care? It doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect me at all. So why should I care? Good. It doesn't affect me. So I played Battletoads for a bit. Good looking movie. I mean, movie. I'm so used to movies. Good looking game. Very tough though. Very difficult. I don't have a favorite scene. Double Dragon 94. The film sucks. Nope. I have not seen the new Mission Impossible. Got no request for it. I don't like the Green Knight movie. Why would I see Rex Viper live? Favorite 80s Burt Reynolds movie? I don't know. Cannonball Run? 4K of the Visit. Yeah, that's what we need. We need that. Great Man, I would choose Bacon. My favorite movie of all time is Hard Target and Aliens and Rambo First Blood Part 2. Bad Dreams, it was okay, although the ending is a bit wanty with the rationale. George Michael, I'm indifferent. A Stallone film where he played a bat. He was a normal guy in Lockup with, and yeah, Lockup, and that was a good movie. Do I have a real pair of size? I do not have a real pair of size. Black Dahlia, I didn't see. I played the Resident Evil 4 remake on the channel, and I enjoyed it. Lothar, don't know what MDE is. Rasputin's more annoying. Favorite Western, Young Guns. Yeah, that'd probably be my top five, Jesse. Nope, never seen Cecil be Demented. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, Bobby. Holy shit. Wow, man. I thank you so much, man. You've been insanely kind. Holy shit. My mind does have a split down the middle with movies and shows. One side's like, hey, how's it going? Nothing much, just having a party. The other part of mine is watching Rambo shooting bad guys and monster fights. Well, that means you have a variety of tastes. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not hurting anyone, and as long as you're not hurting yourself, then who gives a shit? At the end of the day, enjoy what you enjoy as long as it's legal, as long as it's safe, as long as you're not hurting yourself, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Then it doesn't matter. So I enjoy I enjoy Aliens and Hard Target, but I also enjoy our cartoon like the Ninja Turtles. So there you go. I think a lot of people are like that. So if they don't like it, fuck them. Tell them to shove it up their ass. So thank you, Bobby. Very, very kind, man. Like whatever you want. Tombstone, it's a favorite Western. It'd be in my top five favorite Westerns. Favorite 2000s Van Damme? I'd have to see a list of what came out. I like The Order. I like Wake of Death. Dirt, never seen it. Copy scene, Indifferent on Lost World Jurassic Park 2. Indifferent in that scene. I would say we already got a double dragon movie in the 90s. It's called Showdown Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. That's the real double dragon. The real double dragon movie is Showdown Little Tokyo. You watch Showdown Little Tokyo, that's the real double dragon movie. Movies where you like the villain but were indifferent on the other characters. I don't know. I can't think of one. I don't know if Cordy Cox is even rated today. Harley Davidson, The Marlboro Man, it's okay. I don't love the film, but it's all right. It's an all right film. Haven't seen the new Mission Impossible movie. Tim, I'm going Nunchucks. Practical Magic, didn't care for. Doris Day, it's all right. Lothar, I don't know who Sam Hyde is. Like, you keep saying that. I don't know who that is. Marathon Man, it was okay. No, I think Rocky was better than Taxi Driver. Although I do like Taxi Driver. Yeah, I've reviewed No Man's Land. It's okay. Neo Punk, I would choose Backdraft. If I could make a Ninja Turtle movie, I would have a simple movie. I would have Raphael has to go rescue Michelangelo. He's dealing with psychosis because earlier he almost killed his baby brother, taken from the 2003 and the original comics, where he almost brained his brother in the head just for no good reason. And he goes postal and it becomes the Raid Redemption and kicks a lot of ass. He's able to save his brother, maybe in a way save his mindset and his mindset, his hindsight, his soul. Mikey forgives him easily and actually never hated him because he's that kind of guy. Take inspiration from Hard Boiled, Con Air, those type of action films, The Raid Redemption, and there you go. And you don't need the biggest budget to have that. Sometimes it's not that tough. Okay, for frame by frame, I don't know why it's not showing up on my phone. I think sadly the phone one glitched a bit. But frame by frame, you sent in super chats. I got a question. What are your thoughts on Sam Levinson as a director? He's the guy that made The Idol and Euphoria. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Uh, I don't know why it's not showing on my phone, but that's why I have my computer up in case YouTube screws up. Uh, Indifferent. Nothing about his direction is special to me. I'm sorry. And it doesn't matter because the script is so poor, so it doesn't matter how the direction is. The characters are lame, the writing is poor, the characters are poor, and it sucks. So again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the director does. I mean, you can have anybody shoot in as pretty of a picture quality as possible, but when your script and your characters suck, and he's the head writer, well, then he's a big part of the blame. Euphoria, I don't need to see what's going on with a bunch of underage kids and their sex lives. What do they lack? Likability. Why should I like them? Humanity. In The Idol, you have a lead character who does every dumb decision known to mankind. You have a cult leader villain who has no charisma. And I've said this before, frame by frame. I've said this in the reviews. I've said this in the chats. I don't know how many times I could say the same thing over and over again. I mean, you already know, so I don't know what more you want me to say on top of that. I guess is what I'm asking. But I explained in the reviews what about the characters. The lead in The Idol is a dumbass. The guy has no charisma. Why is he a co-leader if no? But there's no reason to like him. I don't know what Train Stoppers is. I don't know what Train Stoppers is frame by frame. Sorry, man. I don't know what that is. Keanu's worst performance? Knock Knock. Favorite action movie villain? That's hard to pick a favorite villain. Uh, Lex Harrison's really good. I don't know if it'd be absolute favorite. That's hard to. Alan Rickman, Die Hard. Train Spotters. Oh, Train Spotting. They actually developed the characters, and it's paced well enough to make you give a shit, not stretched out to what amounts to 8, 9, 10 hours. It's tightly paced compared to those. And plus, Danny Boyle actually is a filmmaker. These people nowadays are not filmmakers. They found their fucking directing card at the bottom of fucking cereal. Yeah, The Hunted is like, because that's what it is. It's Colonel Troutman, played by Tom Lee Jones, chasing after Rambo, played by Benicio del Toro, who has snapped. Because in the novel First Blood, Rambo, remember that scene in First Blood when he finds that hunter and his kid, and he has the knife? In the novel, he kills both of them, and he destroys the town. He kills a lot of people in First Blood, the novel. But in the movie, he only kills one person, and that's in self-defense because he's shooting at him in a helicopter, and he hit the helicopter, and the guy was too stupid not to put on a seatbelt. So there you go. Cradle to the Grave is okay, but I think Kiss of the Dragon is better. Yeah, the TMNT fan film Banished, I would love to have seen that, but the guy, I don't think, put the effort into getting that made. True Fire Pink Guy. I think Stanley Kubrick is a better filmmaker, but I think Spielberg has made more crowd pleasing, fun movies. Life with Eddie Murphy, I'm not a fan of because it doesn't know what it wants to be, a comedy or a drama. I'm supposed to be laughing at two guys who get framed for a crime they didn't commit, and then spend the rest of their life until they're like 100 years old, and their life is gone, and then they get out. I don't find what's funny about that. Euphoria, I didn't see. Euphoria, I didn't see that one. I've seen bits and pieces of The Shield. I don't know. I think Michael Bay's produced Ninja Turtle films will still be worse because you have Mighty farting in his brother's faces. But Seth Rogen's TMNT will probably be bad too. No, I like First Blood the way we got it. That way we got Rambo 2 and 3, which are actually my favorites, and Rambo 4. So I actually like the way Stallone did it in First Blood. And plus, if you want the novel, you just watch The Hunted. So you got the best of both worlds. So there you go. Do you think Westerns made a comeback in the 90s and actions made a comeback in the 2010s? I mean, Westerns maybe with Unforgiven and Tombstone, but after that, what did you have after Unforgiven and Tombstone? So if it was a comeback, it wasn't for long. I mean, I guess, yeah, eight Young Guns, and then you had Young Guns 2, then again Unforgiven, and this a Tombstone. But, like, what else did you have? It was a short comeback. Action in the 2010s, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess with the Expendables, the first one, and the John Wick films, and Nobody, and maybe some of those, maybe. The Quick and the Dead. Well, I mean, I don't mind it, but it wasn't a hit. So I thought you, as a comeback, you mean like as a successful venture. But The Quick and the Dead, I don't think was a hit. I don't think that did well. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't mind the film, but it's more style over substance. There's not much of a story. I think Sharon Stone was miscast. I think Sharon Stone is the weakest part of the movie. Yeah, there was Wyatt Earp. I think that film didn't do well either. So like there were films made, but there's always westerns made. I thought Clark was talking about successful films, and Wyatt Earp didn't do well, and neither did Quick and the Dead. Wyatt Earp I could not get into, and the Quick and the Dead, I think it should have been Gina Davis or Demi Moore or someone else cast, and not Sharon Stone. It's a decent film, but again, I think Sharon Stone was miscast. Waterworld, I don't mind it. I never hated the film. German expressionist films, I didn't see them. Married with Children, fun show. But yeah, I always liked Waterworld. I never hated it like other people do. I have the Arrow video release. Practical Magic, I remember being very boring. I've been live about 58 minutes. Resident Evil, I guess, well, I don't know. I don't mind the first Resident Evil as a standalone movie. It's just not a good Resident Evil movie, but it's a standalone movie I don't mind. Yeah, I know they were made because Success Ever Unforgiven. But when you say comeback, I thought, okay, which successful movies? Well, Sam Crow, that's not the first time Hollywood has done that. They did that to Harold Ramis and Ghostbusters Afterlife, which people cheered for. I do like Quigley Down Under. That's right. I don't remember what year that came out. That might have been 1990. Hey, Uncle Bill, how you doing, man? I haven't seen Bad Girls. How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. I know I sent in the invite, but I know you guys are busy tonight, so no worries. We'll just see each other Friday. But you're always welcome to come on. People just asking whatever random questions, including Hollywood strike, which I'm like, fine. But yeah, I mean, there's a with the Flash, yeah, they put dead actors in it, just like they put Harold Ramis in Ghostbusters Afterlife, and people were fine with it. Not me, but people cheered. I think the movie sucks, but people cheered. So here you go. Shit happens. Hey there, Julie. Necromantic, I didn't see. Worst movie of 1992? I don't know. You gotta show me a list of 1992 movies. Alien 3 was 92, right? So it'd be Alien 3. I hope the Hollywood strike kills off conventions, at least for a while. No, that'd probably be more so because they want money. Now they're going to be desperate for money because they're not getting paid to do movies. So now they're going to be desperate to do conventions. Please, let me do as many conventions as I can so I can get some money. So conventions might go up when you think, because if they're not working and they want money, when they go to conventions more. Hey, Libercast, how you doing, man? Oh, thank you, Bobby. Man, you've been generous tonight. Holy shit, man. You've been insanely generous. Thank you so much, man. Uh, yes, because it starred Kristen Stewart from Twilight, and I'm like, okay, what is this movie? But it wasn't that bad of a movie. It has its issues. There was not much of a buildup of characters. Pretty much 5 minutes in, boom, the movie starts. But Underwater 2020 wasn't a bad movie. It really wasn't. Was it a great movie? But it wasn't a bad movie. So yeah, yes, but I'm being honest. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. It's not that hard to figure out. But yeah, I didn't see Bad Girls. Um, yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife pissed you off. Yeah, I know. People hated Ghostbusters too, but Ghostbusters Afterlife did the same thing but 10 times worse, and it got the pass. I don't understand that at all. Yeah, I liked American Ultra. That was another one that surprised me. But yeah, the Hollywood strike. Do people? Okay, let me ask people in the chat. Do you really care that Hollywood's on strike? And if so, why? I mean, that's a sincere question because it doesn't affect me and your lives. So at the end of the day, I'm sincerely asking, do you really care that Hollywood's on strike? And if so, why? I'd be very curious. I'm curious. No, not really. Nope. Nope. It's a good thing. I'm happy. I don't care. Just want Hollywood to be destroyed. Go love Victor on your Ghostbusters story. I don't. You work for a payroll company? Which payroll company? If don't worry, we won't tell. I don't care. I don't care. Kind of mixed. Frame by Frame does care, and Lothar cares, but nobody else seems to care. Entertainment partners. Maybe I could get hired. Hey, I mean, find cheaper people. Yeah, I don't give a rat's ass. Because this year's sucked for movies. There's been a few movies I haven't minded, but this year has sucked for movies. Sucked. The Flash, Indiana Jones 5, Steel Marine, Stream 6, Evil Dead Rise. This has been a shitty year for movies. Really shitty year. I mean, you think about it, there's been a few films I haven't minded. It's hard to rally around rich people striking. Got a point. Got a point. Well, Lothar, like you, I get. Like you, I get. Like your reason makes sense because you have something personal with it. That makes sense. I'm just saying I can't say I care because It doesn't affect me, and I can't do anything about it. So I'm not gonna fucking pay them. Skinamarink got a Blu-ray in Walmart. Well, it's Walmart. I mean, they have a lot of bullshit there. Well, frame by frame, the actors strike are rich. Frame by frame. What about the actors strike? Why are the actors striking, by the way? What's the reason for the actors striking? Can someone tell me that? I don't even know what the fuck. What are the actors bitching about? Why are the actors striking? The lower end actors. Maybe they suck at acting. Maybe they suck at acting. It's like, we're not paying you. You suck too much ass at acting. You fired. It's AI. Like, okay, what's their issue with the AI? That they're being replaced, or they don't like AI strips? Skynet will take over. Okay, but okay, you guys are seeing artificial intelligence. Are the actors bad that they're being written? That they're going to be replaced by actors? That thank you, Bobby. Uh, sorry, man, I haven't heard of Greg. And I'm not going to pronounce that last name because it'll make me sound like I'm saying Dushiti. Greg Dushiti. But yeah, I haven't heard of that. Sorry, man. So actors are mad that AI is a thing. Reminds me, do people remember that movie called Simone? I actually didn't mind it with Al Pacino. Does anyone remember it? Am I the only one that remembers that movie? For those who don't know, Simone was a movie about a guy working in Hollywood, played by Al Pacino, who creates a movie star. They create a movie star with a computer, and he puts in what the person says, and people think it's real. It's funny how at the time people thought that was such a ridiculous idea, and now that movie, it's actually pretty ahead of its time. It has its issues, to be fair, but I didn't mind the film. I thought the idea was interesting. And if you watch Simone, just watch the trailer. For those out there in the chat, just watch the trailer, Simone. It's actually way ahead of its time. And it seems like we're getting to the era of Simone. Well, we'll just make actors. What do you think? Will that be the next bit? AI actors, where they make an actor and then they program their performance, like they type it in. Well, Simone is not one of the worst movies ever, not by far. Hey there, General. Simone came out. Yeah, I think it was a decent movie. Let me look up the film. Yes. Well, Film Fan, they already did that. They brought back Harold Ramis and Christopher Reeve from the dead in Ghostbusters Afterlife and The Flash. They brought back Christopher Reeve, so they already did it. 2002 is when it came out. Simone, 2002. We can't take. Yeah, I mean, you talk about killing conventions. There you go, AI actors. Unless you don't have like a computer screen at the convention table, pay $50 Yeah, picture this computer screen with this actor's face on it. They will print out an autograph for you. Here's my autograph. Print it out. Here you go. Well, yeah, I mean, look at what happened at the year 2000 with Y2K. And that came and went. So, yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't really care either way. It doesn't affect me. Take care, True Fire Pink Guy. Yeah, Peter Church in Road One, they brought him back as well. And it looked awful. Looked terrible. Last Tango in Paris I didn't see. Um, Cats, they're doing okay so far. The world will end in 99. What, 2099? I don't think I'll be alive. So, oh, well, Asian cinema, no. What Asian cinema of today would take over Hollywood? My favorite movie soundtrack, probably Rocky 4. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Sorry. What was that? Don't people freak out about technology and computers every day or decades? Or Dusty was cut promos on computers stealing people's jobs in the early 80s. Lenny Shea, 2008, wasn't a fan of it. Yeah, 2099, I'll be long dead, so I don't think anyone give a fuck. Because I'll be dead. Unless I make it to see Spider-Man 2099, maybe Spider-Man 20, maybe it'll be real. Yeah, Looker, I remember being okay. Yeah, I get what they mean. Pretty much it's models that are being brought in and they're scanning their body and then they get murdered afterward because they take these and they're able to use them in multiple commercials without having to pay them much money. Neil Punk, yeah, I know my friend Efrey's not a fan of Ferris Bueller. I like the film though. No, I can't do impersonations. Not my specialty. At least that's me. Yeah, I'm also transferring some footage, so that's why you hear the sound effect. That is why. All right. So I got that transferred. And I gotta recharge this battery on this camcorder later. I like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, so I disagree. I like the film. Saturday Night Fever, it's okay. I like Matthew Broderick, other than him murdering someone and getting away with it. Well, he didn't murder, he killed someone and got away with it. I don't like that about Matthew Broderick, but I like him as an actor mostly. I just don't like that he killed someone and got away with it. I mean, he didn't murder them, but he still killed someone and got away with it, so I'm not big on that, but that's just me, I guess. He didn't get any punishment for it, so that was bullshit. That's why don't really have a lot of respect for the guy. Do a fucking hit and run, and then you get away with it. It's fucking bullshit, but that's just me. Sorry, just working on this stuff. Mouse Hunt, I don't mind the film. Um, Smoke Gifts is still hated, not by me. Well, no, what happened was I know people say it's an accident, but he crossed into the wrong lane and collided headlong with the vehicle and killed two people, a woman and her mother, because he went into the wrong fucking lane. I think it was in Ireland or something. If you don't know how to fucking drive, don't fucking drive. Don't put in the wrong side of the fucking road. When you go into the wrong side of the road, guess what? That usually happens when you go on the wrong side of the fucking road. Careless driving. Sorry, you don't be that careless of driving and you get two people killed. I don't have a lot of respect for you. And you can't even blame it that he was drunk. That wouldn't be much of a reason. Was Jennifer Grey blowing him? I mean, if she was, they wouldn't admit it. What's his stream Dodgeball? I don't know what that is. Is that a sequel to Dodgeball? Yeah, I know. As Catherine Hicks is in Child's Play and Seventh Heaven, she's also the lady in Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home, who goes with Captain Kirk. Well, his passenger was Jennifer Grey, so unless Jennifer Grey is someone we don't know, unless Jennifer Grey has something between her pants that I don't know about. The girl was Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing. What do you think Saved by the Bell is the better Ferris Bueller TV show than the actual Ferris Bueller TV show? And yeah, I guess so. I never really thought of it that way, but you mean this? Which I don't know why I got these, but I think it was mainly just wanting to watch them again because I remember seeing these back in the day. I they don't hold up like they were back in the day, but it's kind of a weird nostalgia thing. I mean, this is better than the Ferris Bueller TV show? Sure. I'll agree with you on that, Bobby. I'll agree on that. Because that TV show was Ferris Bueller is awful. So I agree with that. I agree with that. Sorry, I'm looking at this. Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure everything's working. My favorite Adam Sandler film is Happy Gilmore. Leah Thompson, have no issues with her. Red Dawn, the original, is a good movie. Didn't see the Back to the Future cartoon. Didn't see the Saved by the Bell reboot. I don't think most did either. Touchstone fan, hello there. Yeah, I know, like Sound of Freedom, people are always talking about that movie. Apparently, that's doing very well, beating the shit out of Indiana Jones 5. And then there's sick people in the media covering and saying, don't go see this movie and it's conspiracy. Grace Randolph is an idiot and she's probably a sicko as well. Grace Randolph looks like one of those people that if you put a flashlight in her brain, it'd be as vacant as the Grand fucking Canyon. If you blow up a balloon, it would have the same headspace as Grace Randolph. If she went into Taco Bell, she would think she was at the border. If she was in a grocery store, she would still starve to death. If she went to go see the movie Purple Rain, she would literally bring an umbrella. That's who Grace Randolph is. Grace Randolph said, Sound of Freedom, you should not see the film because it's propaganda and it's conspiracy and this shit doesn't really happen. I just maybe she thinks Epstein is a T, a side of T, maybe. I've seen the first Sharknado movie. That was enough for me. I didn't watch Hunger Games. Bits and pieces I saw, and I'm like, nope. I'll just go watch The Running Man. Hey, Bod Zombie. Hope you're doing well, man. Which is worse? I don't know. Catwoman. Cool. But yeah, the people like Grace Randolph and them seem like idiots. Ghost Shark. I don't know if I reviewed that or not. Black Stain Moan didn't see. Is Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Fun show. You can watch cameos on YouTube. Cool. Yeah, I know A Sound of Thunder's. I know that movie's unfinished. I've seen the film. Touchstone, I would choose Die Hard too. Michelle Pfeiffer's like 7 years old. No, she should not play Catwoman again. She's like 7 years old. Why would you want to see that? Granny Puss. You want to see literally Granny Puss. Hey, Bobby, thank you. Well, that's tough to say now. Alien 3 is a worse film. Cuties. I didn't, you know what? I actually didn't see Cuties. So there you go. Didn't care to. Do not ever care to. Because I'm not a fucking sicko. So, didn't see Cuties. Never cared to. So I would say Alien 3. Lothar just says River Phoenix as to what? Yeah, I don't know what Elton John is doing. Although I've heard he's pretty shady as well, Elton John. Has David Fincher made up for Alien 3? Sure. I mean, he hates the film himself, so we're in agreement. And I like Seven, I like The Game, I like Fight Club, I like Panic Room. Yeah, women can still look good in their 60s. Doesn't mean I want them in a skin tight cat suit. Where's James Bond film? I don't know. Die Another Day. There's nothing to defend with WrestleMania 9. It sucks. Josh never even heard of that show. Didn't see No Time to Die, so I can't say anything about it. Running an empty didn't see. Didn't read much of Starlog. Steve Austin, I choose. WrestleMania 9 has one of the worst endings to a WrestleMania. Easily. Roll Bounce, I didn't see. Clerks 3 is worse than Cop Out. Didn't read Gore Zones, I would say Fangoria. I didn't read Black Belt Magazine. You Only Live Twice is a good one. That's a good James Bond film. 13 is good. What are you talking about? WrestleMania 13 is easily better than 9. Easily. WrestleMania 13 has one of the best matches of Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart together. How is 13 worse than 9? To each their own, man. Uh, hey, Dip Hit Radio, how's it going, man? I figure you guys are busy with stuff, so how's it going, sir? How's everything going today out there in Appalachia County? Yeah, I know you guys are pretty busy today, so no worries. How's it going, man? Congrats on getting your DVD sold out. Very cool. Congrats on that. Yeah, Uncle Bill was in here earlier. We are just talking about how you have the writer's strike, the actor strike, Hollywood is striking, uh, all this worry about AI, all this other stuff going on, everything in between, up, down, center. So, I figure it's late at night, so you'll probably be ready to go to bed or something. 2 mile walk, very cool. Congrats on that, man. Congrats on that. Very cool. So wait, to Marco, so you're saying that WrestleMania 9 is better than WrestleMania 13? That's what you're saying. Because you said WrestleMania 9 is not as bad as WrestleMania 13. The only positive WrestleMania 13? I don't know about that, but I didn't teach their own. To each their own. They're Dawn versus Crush is pretty epic. I forgot that was a thing. Let me look. What was the card of WrestleMania 13? Headbangers defeated 4-way elimination match. Ornheim Bulldog versus Mankind Vader. Undertaker versus Psycho Sid. I mean, there's that. Well, to me, that one match makes it better than Part 9, WrestleMania 9. That's just me, though. That one match alone makes it better than WrestleMania 9. That's me. WrestleMania 11 is the worst one. Yeah, and Undertaker beats Sid for the belt. Yeah. I would still rather watch that than Bret Hart not barely even fight Yokozuna, and then Hulk Hogan come in with his black eye that Macho Man Randy Savage gave him because he was being a dick and had Miss Elizabeth, and then beats Yokozuna in 5 seconds. As bad as Undertaker versus Psycho Sid, at least that's a match. I don't know what the fuck the match in WrestleMania 9 was, but it wasn't a match. It was a fucking catastrophe. And Hogan's like, look at me. I tried to go for Metallica. Uh, the wrestler was supposed to be about me. All these other bullshit lies. Look up the Jim Cornette clip, Hulk Hogan's lies. Look up that. That's a very fun video. All the lies. That was a sailing accident, brother. Oh yeah. Randy Savage's fist sailed through the air into his eye. Sailing accident. Yep. Bruised the barber beefcake. Threw his fucking shears at his eye. Maybe. Yeah, Darren Aronofsky offered him the Mickey Rourke part. Yeah, kayfabe. Well, since kayfabe is dead nowadays, they can admit it now, but Hulk Hogan still lies. And also, It's not wrestling kayfabe if he's lying about how Metallica asked him to be a part of the group, or that Darren Aronofsky asked him to be the wrestler, or it was going to be the George Foreman grill was actually for him. He just couldn't take the phone call because he was late to the phone call. But if he took that phone call, it would not have been George Foreman's grill. It would have been Hulk Hogan's grill, brother, 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 brother. Fucking hell. Shit. Doesn't work for me, brother. Favorite Hulk Hogan performance? I can't. The only film I can watch is Suburban Commando. I don't lie, Matt, brother. Brother, brother, brother. You know what's sad? I used to like Hulk Hogan back in the day as a kid. And then you grow up and you realize just how full of shit the guy is and how there's so many people like Macho Man Randy Savage that you wish could have gotten more, but this guy brought them down to the fucking ground. I mean, Bret Hart, uh, for a little bit, Macho Man Randy Savage, even Roddy Piper, like all these other guys, man, that they could not get anywhere with Hulk Hogan there. There's probably some other guys. Who are some other guys that could have gone further if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan? Trying to think. No, I was just talking about there's a video from long ago that where about all the Hulk Hogan lies throughout the years. Fucking thesaurus. And I liked Hogan back in the day. Yeah, Hulk Hogan wrestled 400 days a year because if you go over there, you actually gain time back. I guess he also has a time travel machine too. He has the fucking DeLorean. Hey, Preminator. Hey, everyone. Scotty. Everyone in there. No Holds Barred sucks. That movie shit. And this type of guy that can watch Suburban Commando, Hard Boiled sucks. Rest in peace, Tiny Lister Jr., but Zeus. And they had that match, the cage match with Macho Man and Zeus versus Hulk Hogan and was it Bruce Beefcake or something? The whole bar to me sucks ass. Dookie. Yeah, in your fucking pants movie. In your face. Fucking hell. Scott Steiner, did he do his math at Hogan too? Maybe Scott Steiner confused Hogan with his math skills, and then that's why Hogan got the restraining order. Stop telling me about math, God damn it. Although Hogan had to beat Macho twice for the belt, once in '98 and '99. They were both the same night Macho Man won them. Go figure. I'm not into CZW stuff. To me, that's not real wrestling. I agree. Wrestling is I'm going to beat you up, but I'm supposed to not hurt you. But we make people believe in it. Now it's we hurt people so badly, but no one believes in it. I'm going to beat the shit out of you with this window pane, and you're going to be bleeding like a stuffed pig. But people are laughing, going, ha ha ha. Why do you think you're doing it right? How is beating the shit out of someone with a stapler or a nail gun and you're in pain and people are like, yeah, but yeah, yeah. What the fuck? Perfect face, hello there. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Scott's I mean, Scott Steiner, why did he not do well in WWF? His matches weren't that good, to be fair. And what was the match he had? Was it Booker T and things like went, or someone else? Like he wasn't really having good matches and things of that nature. It seemed like. I know now there's all in the wrestling talk, but I don't watch wrestling anymore, so it's a change of pace. Yeah, I had a Game Boy back in the day. I played Tetris on it a lot. Love Tetris. Triple H, that's what it was. Nipple H. Preparation H. Um, Probably the wrestling in WWE because they're a lot bigger and a lot more crazy. My favorite Nick Cage performance, Con Air, worst one. I don't have to think about it. It's a lot to pick. Undertaker versus Mankind Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I remember the match. Pretty good, violent match. Triple H, I never liked. Never liked Triple H. I did not think. I don't think he can wrestle. I don't think he can do a promo. I think he's boring as shit. His entrances are goofy as shit. When he went out as the Terminator, it's fucking stupid. Didn't see Wild at Heart. What was the? Yeah, he came out as the Terminator. It's fucking stupid. Never been a fan of Nipple H. Never, ever, ever. Not a fan. Well, good. I don't like The Miz. He shouldn't be Johnny Cage. Fuck The Miz. What drama with Terrence Howard? I don't know what that is. Is Mick Garris one of the worst directors? No. Neil Breen is. A lot of the directors today are. Yeah, RoboCop was in WCW, and he saved Steen. It was when RoboCop 2 was coming out. It was part of this promotion for RoboCop 2, so that was 1990. And he goes out to save Steen. Or Mordecai, it had to be a lot of money. He was the guy, worked with the guy doing I agree. And then watched Thunder in Paradise. Particular year when the movie industry took a turn for the worse. A particular year when it took a turn for the worse. A particular year, let me think. How about 2014, 2015? Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtles, RoboCop remake, and then Jurassic World, which made $1 billion, and then The Force Awakens, which made $1 billion. Because Jurassic World and The Force Awakens unleashed this era of nostalgia, pandering, sequels but are reboots, but they're sequels. If you put enough nostalgia and make people remember those old movies, like Jurassic World and The Force Awakens, and they made a ton of money, everybody else started doing it. So there you go. And to this day, they're still doing it. And what superhero movies were 2015? Probably I can't remember. Probably not. I don't know. But yeah, just Age of Ultron, Ant-Man. I don't know what else to say, man. Just disappointing. Just sad state of affairs with the way wrestling is nowadays. Just how it is. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. What if you were eating a McDonald's burger and a bodybuilder named comes in, smacks the burger out of your hands, and gives you a bowl of green bean? Well, I don't know who that is, Indio. I'm guessing the D stands for dumbass. Uh, I don't know. Kicked him in the nuts and called the police. Maybe that's what I would do. So I would go, "You're an asshole." That's what I would do. I don't know what else I would do, man. Thank you, Bobby. Arnold was on SmackDown promoting End of Days. Arnold's been on WWF a couple times. I think, another time was that film Sabotage. He was on there to promote that film. But WWE does that a lot. Remember when the Three Stooges were on there? How fucking abysmal that was. When it was that era and a fucking bunny was on the roster, a fucking bunny, a guy in a bunny suit was on the roster, a fucking bunny. When a guy in a bunny suit is a wrestler, um, yeah, that's where you know things are at its fucking end. Yeah, look it up. Bunny on the roster, and not Bad Bunny. I'm not talking about him. I mean, like an actual bunny on the roster. I forget what the hell it was called. It's someone in a bunny suit. It was called the Bunny. Someone in a bunny costume. No, that was when the 2012 movie was coming out, and they had the guys who were played the Three Stooges in that Fairley Brothers movie that no one saw. That had Snooki from that stupid show in it. So those actors who was in that Three Stooges 2012 movie, they were on the WWF as the Three Stooges. Reality shows, I mean, I don't know if they count, but Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe, I really enjoy, among others. Well, I mean, there's not much to see in the Three Stooges 2012 film unless you want to see a bunch of jokes like them throwing pits and babies at each other. Because that was a thing. A bunch of babies are pissing and they're throwing babies at each other. Well, actually, they're not throwing the babies. They're using the babies and they're pissing, and they're using the baby pissing as, to piss at each other. If they were throwing babies, that maybe that'd be a different thing. So they weren't throwing the babies. It was just they take the babies and the babies are pissing and just the Fairley Brothers. So we gotta do it like there's something about Mary. I didn't see Desperate Housewives. That's not for me. Yokozuna. I remember Yokozuna from back in the day. Definitely remember Yokozuna. Absolutely remember him. By the way, from what I understand, this Friday at 9 p.m. Central on Dead Pit's channel, I will supposedly be on the stream with Uncle Bill and I guess them and Mark. I guess ask us anything type of thing. Kind of like this. What's something changes and I don't know about it? Hey there, Mike. Movie, TV show. Take care, man. Why would I play Gotham Knights? Derek Mears Jason, I think he did a really good job. It's too bad he didn't get another chance to work as Jason. But it is what it is. But I actually liked him as Jason. I thought he did a good job. And he seemed like a big fan of it. So it's too bad. Just how it goes. I prefer Denman Taker. Coco Beware was a jobber. Yes, he was. Anytime he came in, you knew he would lose. They would always use him. Like they used him in the first WrestleMania, I think, and he lost. I think they used him on the first episode of Monday Night Raw, and he lost to Yokozuna. It was always like, let's bring him in because, oh, birds, yay. And then he would fucking get demolished and would never win. I have not seen the new Mission Impossible film, no. I know the devil went down to Georgia Son. Yep, I've heard that before. Austin 316 speech, great speech. Brought brought Stone Cold into upper echelon stratosphere of success. Do you wish Undertaker kept the streak? I don't care either way, but sure, he might as well have kept it. Didn't really help Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's done a lot of other stuff. He didn't need to break the streak, but it is what it is. I haven't seen The Firm. The only correct way to see a movie's in the theater? No, I think that's absolutely wrong. I'm sure WWE still makes films, but a lot of them probably go direct to streaming. I like Payback with Mel Gibson, especially the theatrical cut. Director's cut, not so much. Did not know the guy who played Mantar passed away. When was that? Thank you, friend by friend. Really appreciate it, man. Are you excited for the Marvels? If not, why? I barely remember the trailer, but no, I'm not excited for it. Number one, I did not like Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel sucked. That's number one. Number two, what's the other girl? Miss Marvel? I thought, forgettable. Not much to it. Don't really care to see more of her. What I remember, the effects weren't much to run home about. I don't care about the characters. I'm tired of superhero movies. I'm sick and tired of superhero movies. And I'm fucking sick and tired of superhero movies. Let me ask people in the chat, who here is tired of superhero movies? In the chat, who here is tired of superhero movies? I am. I'm tired of seeing them. For Samuel, he is. He's tired of it. Jedazil is tired of it. Marco's tired of it. Bobby and Josh and David. Bod Zombie. Lord Cosmo. Sloan. Black Punisher. Seems like everybody's tired of it. So who's the audience for these movies? If people get more and more tired of it, which is showcased in the box office, The Flash did not do well. Ant-Man 3 did not do well. Shazam 2 did not do well. Guardians 3, hey, people remember the first two. If the final bit, hey, why not? But most people are tired of superhero movies. I like good superhero movies. Well, that's true. So that's another reason. Does anyone really think the Marvels would be a good movie after Captain Marvel? I would go, if you think so, why? Exactly. There's no reason why. It's a sequel to a movie, and they have so little hope in the Captain Marvel character that they need her partnered up with other characters because they know that she can't handle it her own. They knew she couldn't handle it her own, and so they want to add in as many characters as they can. Thus, the Marvels. Good for you. If they make a Zelda movie, I don't think it would be one of the highest grossing movies of all time. I disagree with that. It may be a hit. No one's requested Mission Impossible 7, Sashim. I like The Fugitive. Dot Savage didn't see. Yeah, horror films aren't that great nowadays either. Take care, Mike. Exactly. Generic, underwritten, in one ear, out the other movies. That's what these films are going to be. The only Zelda game I played a lot was the Super Nintendo Link to the Past. James Cameron's Spider-Man film in the 90s. I mean, I'd be more curious to that than Titanic. The worst MCU movie? I don't know. Captain Marvel's up there. What about The Fugitive 2? Yeah, I've seen that, called U.S. Marshals. I didn't mind that film because Tommy Lee Jones plays the same character from The Fugitive. So I didn't mind U.S. Marshals. Steel Marink is worse because it's not a movie. Never played Midnight Club. No, I still do not like Halloween 5. I would not watch that film either. Unmade Halloween reboot script. Michael and a friend kidnapped his kids on Halloween. Laurie and Rachel on a cruise. The friend was a Corey type character. It sounded shitty. Laurie and Rachel? You mean Rachel from Halloween 4? How the hell would that work? Fair Will Smith film? Slapgate. Slapshot. Slapshot 2, The Rock and Roll Connection. Well, I didn't see Hustle and Flow. It doesn't really sound interesting to me. We don't need a prequel series of Friday 13th. It's fucking stupid. Fucking dumb. I don't care what Jason did as a kid. Don't give a shit. I don't know why anyone would give a shit. Jason played with his crayons and stuck sandpaper up his ass. I don't fucking care. He stuck crayons up his nose and rulers up his ass. I don't fucking care. I don't care. I mean, Will Smith, my favorite movie, seriously, would be Bad Boys 1 and 2. CGI is overused. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason. Mrs. Voorhees has periods weekly, and her son drinks it, and that's why he's crazy. I don't fucking know. I've been saying movies are getting too long for a while. Not every movie needs to be almost 3 fucking hours long. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Hancock, I didn't mind. I did like Mission Impossible Fallout. I liked the film. I don't want to see Jason Voorhees, The Wonder Years, narrated by, I don't know, Daniel Stern. No, I don't look. I don't look for the new Bad Boys film because I don't have respect for Will Smith. I've seen Blowout. It was okay. I don't think anyone should play Mrs. Voorhees because they shouldn't do the project. That's just me, though. They shouldn't do the project, so I would say nobody. I do think Tom Cruise is a good actor. Go watch The Born on the Fourth of July. Arnold's not going to do Commando 2. It's like he said he's going to do Conan and Twins 2. Remember, he's going to do Teen Conan and a sequel to Twins called Triplets, and that never happened. Because anything Arnold is in bombs. Terminator Dark Fate, Terminator Genesis, Killing Gunther, even Expendables 3. Arnold does not sell tickets. So they're not going to fund, they're not going to do that. Not a fan of Brightburn. Coach Carr I didn't see. All the Right Moves I didn't see. I know the movie Blowout, yeah. Favorite TV show as a child? As a kid? Like, what age are we talking about? Or what, I was born in 83. So if we're talking like 10, or we're talking about 12, Marco, I would choose Doug. I mean, Elementary, honestly, I was watching movies more than TV. The only TV I was watching is like cartoons like Ninja Turtles, or like, I wasn't really watching TV at that time. Then later on, I would enjoy like the X-Files, the A-Team, Elf, Alien Life Form, from Melmac, Elf, among other stuff. Thank you, Bobby. Man, thank you so much. Friday the 2009 is more as a sequel than a reboot remake. I mean, it is a remake because they show Mrs. Voorhees. I mean, really, they should have just edited that shit out and just make Jason with the hockey mask and play off as a sequel in Camp Crystal Lake. But I still like the movie. I saw it in the theater. I still enjoy the film. I still think it's one of the better Friday 13 films. I really do. Because I think it's better than the first one. I think it's better than. I will say this: Friday 13 2009. I think it's better than Part 1, Part 3, Part 5, Part 8, Freddy vs. Jason. Definitely is better than those. So, in a way, if you take out the beginning part, yeah, you could look at it as a sequel. But it is a reboot. But it was fun. It was nothing special, but it was fun. Friday the 13th is actually my favorite of the series. That might be a hot take. No, it's not. Mine's the hot take. My favorite is Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday. That's the hot take. I like Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday is my favorite of the franchise. So there you go. Who win, Elf or E.T.? Elf would con him into stealing his spaceship. Elf would lie to E.T. E.T. like, walk over here, oh, what? And Elf like, haha, here's some M&M's, bitch. What the fuck, yeah. Here's some M&M's, bitch, haha. And then steal his fucking spaceship and go back to Melmac. That's what Elf would do. He would con and cheat. I don't want to make the Elf like Eddie Guerrero. Elf would be like Eddie Guerrero. Does Elf die in the finale? No, he gets taken, and then there's a TV movie called Project Elf. That's a sequel that shows that he's in the alien task force facility, and then he is able to escape and live his life. They just don't have the Tanner family, sadly. But yeah, just to watch Project Elf, but sadly, it doesn't have the Tanner family, so that it doesn't really link up with the show. I Don't remember much about Iron Monkey. Thus, an elf's habit of eating cats. Well, I think when he got to Elf, when he got to Earth, he stopped doing that, so it was cool. Yeah, Uncle Bill last time told me about the Wonka, and so I looked up the trailer finally, and wow, what dog shit that trailer was. That was fucking awful. Big surprise. We have a Wonka prequel that no one asked for, and it looks like shit. Big surprise. I don't hate Friday the 13th Part 5, but I think it's really weak. But I don't mind it, but I think it has a lot of issues. They have cats on Melmap, probably delivery, like DiGiorno's. Or, maybe it's like Space Uber. They go to Earth, they pick up some cats, it's Space Uber. It's delivery like DiGiorno's. I didn't see cats and dogs. Hey there, Josh. Hope you're doing well. Hello there. I did not see images of the new Snow White. I know nothing about it. I don't really care about John Wick 5. I disagree. I like 9 and 7 a lot more than Part 5 of Friday the 13th. Stuart Little, I remember being okay. Well, I like the Paddington films, but Wonka still looks like shit. Have I read a movie ever? I don't need to anymore. They don't have AI write the shit for me. I don't need to write shit. AI is going to be doing it for me. Once this shit gets settled, I can just type some shit to AI. It'll write the shit for me. Done like dinner. It's the perfect Friday. There's no gore in the film. And the mystery is there is no mystery because you could guess who it is within 5 minutes of meeting the guy. And the characters really aren't much in terms of the leads. I don't hate part 5. It's okay. But I think it has a lot of issues. Yes, there's a Wonka prequel. Stars a guy who starred in Dune, the new ones. Hugh Grant is the Oompa Loompa and just really awful, awful shit. Hmm. Yes, you can, Tommy Hatcher. They literally, the guy does like the most evil glare when he covers the body like this. That tells you I'm the killer. I don't know shit about Walker except what I saw in the trailer. It looked like shit. Favorite kill in part 4, Friday 13th? Mm, Crispin Glovers. Marco, you don't see the hedge clippers go through the eyes. You see nothing. You see your hands do this. Tommy Hatcher, no, they don't. Have you seen Friday 13 films? I don't think you have. Jeff Goldblum would not work in Predator 2. Part 5 is one of the most cut, edited films of the whole franchise, and that hurts the film. I don't mind Part 5. I just don't think it's one of the best. That close. Part 5 has the best sex scene. I mean, in what way? You don't get to see a whole lot because the ratings board is not going to allow much for that. I would argue you see more in Jason Goes to Hell than Part 5 in terms of sex. And you see the girl split in half like a fucking wishbone in one of the goriest kills in the franchise. Tommy, you can keep telling yourself that, but I guessed it from the get-go. But thanks for playing. Well, Part 5 and Part 7, but I have the uncut version of Part 7, so I watched that, so my version isn't cut. It looks like a VHS tape, but that's fine because it's Friday 13 films. They're not fucking Blade Runner. I'm fine if they look like VHS tapes. But I have an uncut version of Part 7, The New Blood. So I just watched that. Well, it looks like a VHS tape. So what? They're Friday 13 films. Again, they're not fucking Blade Runner. I don't care about the cinematography, HHHDDDD quality. I don't care. It's Friday 13th. Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning sucks. Yeah, yeah, yep. Part 7, The New Blood, the axe when he raises the axe and hits the girl in the head, who's the bitch in the movie, and throws her like across the TV or something. Texas Texas Chainsaw, yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning sucks. Awful film. So who the hell is Michael Haneke? I don't know who's that is. Who's that guy? Arrow to the Eye. I think that's what part 3. Good kill. Uh, oh, the director of Funny Games. No wonder I forgot. He shouldn't talk with the movies he makes. He's hypocritical as hell. He says slasher films glorifies violence, but he makes a movie that is more violent than some of those movies. So he's hypocritical. He's a pure hypocrite. Maybe he's jealous because people actually like those movies, unlike his piece of shits. Any romantic comedies? I mean, yeah, I'd have to see a list. I reviewed 6 Days, 7 Nights. Technically, that's one, and I enjoyed that movie. So there you go on that. Well, yeah, they're making more biopics because success of films like Elvis, among other stuff, that were successful. Well, again, that director's jealous that people make better movies than he does. I don't think I saw Mickey Blue Eyes. Oh, sorry. What if Jason fights the fake Jason Part 5? The fight will last less than a minute because the real Jason would punch a hole through the fake Jason's chest and pull out his heart like Horshack in Part 6. That's what would happen. So it wouldn't last long. I'll say that. And not last long at all. Your movie sucks lights. Well, good for your movie sucks. He also tried to argue about how in the right frame of mind, bestiality or whatever is okay, or whatever the hell his bullshit ordeal was. My holy grail of PlayStation 2 video games I love to own, Half-Life. And I think I had it way, way, way back in the day, and I don't know what happened to it, but Half-Life, because I would love to play Half-Life again. Because I remember playing it way back in the day and really enjoying the game, but sadly, they said I don't have the game, so yeah, Half-Life would be great. Because if you look it up, like on eBay, I never played any of the 007 games. Well, I mean, to be fair, $60. I mean, pre-owned. So I guess it's not, it's not $200. Complete box, $42. So I mean, game case and so I mean, I guess it's not insane, but I actually thought it'd be more expensive. So I mean, it's not like $852. So, but that's what I think of, because I remember liking Half-Life 2. So I'll say that one. Whoops, there we go. No idea what John Travolta wants to do. I never played Parasite Eve 1 and 2, so I can't say anything about it. Uh, let's see. Sorry, I just looked at the chat. Did he say that? Did YMS say that about that? Did he say that? If so, I mean, that may seem even a worse individual. Like I said, never played Parasite Eve 1 and 2, never played Killzone. Predator, I would say I like Stooges more. Parasite Eve 1 and 2 are good. Cool. I have to give that a look sometime. I mean, as for video games, I'm just uploading the YMS is a YouTuber called Your Movie Sucks. He does reviews and stuff. Has a lot of subscribers, a lot more than me. But whatever. At least I'm not fucking doing shit like he's doing. I'm fine if that's the case. Pikmin, I don't know what that is game wise. I didn't see the Stone Cold Blu-ray yet. I haven't had time to watch it, Woodchuck. So I don't know. I haven't had time to watch it. I do not know. Okay, so that's. Sorry, I just looked at something. Sorry about that. JCV Day fan, hello there. Hope you're doing well. Lords of Dogtown, I didn't see. I don't have a favorite monster in Space Jam. Did I ever beat Super Mario Bros. 1 as a kid? No, I wasn't good at games as a kid. I was never good at video games when I was a kid. Loved playing them, just wasn't good at them. But I love playing them. I love pinball machines. Sadly, there can't find any around here, especially. No, never been to Memphis, Tennessee. No, Memphis, Tennessee. No, never been there. Physical copies of games have become a thing of the past. I think that sucks, but I'm not surprised. Can't be surprised by that. But I mean, they don't care about preservation. They want it on some store that doesn't exist yet, and maybe one day you want it. Here's a glorified rental. Keep paying our service, and then you can still have this game. Because that's the ultimate control. You want it, you have to pay this monthly fee. Don't be surprised if that's what I mean. The ultimate goal. But that's why people use. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man, about that. I don't know who Omar Sy is, but the fact that we're making The Killer, I can't say I'm surprised. They remake everything. Never been to El Paso. El Paso. Best performance, dramatic performance by comedic actor. I don't know, man. It's a lot to think about. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure. Let's see. Sorry, just looking at the chat. I never drink coffee. Never drink coffee. It's not for me. Yeah, I never drink coffee. It's not for me. First Wayne Knight movie I saw probably was Jurassic Park. Any states along the East Coast? Probably Florida when I was a kid. Okay, I barely remember that guy from those movies, JCVD fan. I barely remember him. Jurassic Park game collection. What's in the game collection? What's it for? What system? No, I'm not a good cook. Sweetest thing never seen. Yeah, never had coffee crisp. I don't know what that is. Yeah, apparently Half-Life 2 PS2. These are all bids. Tashi own is disc only $35. But there's always sketchy on eBay because how much do they actually fuck up the disc? Like, does it play? Does it not play? You never know. They say it's a very good condition, then you get it, then it doesn't play. Like, motherfucker, you lie. I'm curious, do a lot of people have a lot of good interactions on eBay for stuff? Just curious. PS4 and Xbox One. Well, what's on the Jurassic Park game? Like, I know like which Jurassic Park games are on it. Now, is it a disc as well, or is it something you have to download digitally? eBay's still around? Yeah, it's been around for a while. Yeah. Any good full moon feature films? I mean, I like Doll Man. I like Puppet Master 2, 3, and 4. I like full moon. I have to look up. Growing up, I probably watched more WWF. Picks of the disc. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's true. You always ask that. You always ask. Mm. Sorry, just looking at something. Sorry about that, folks. The Counselor, yeah, that movie sucked. It was awful and it was very, very boring. Robot Jocks, not as good as I remember it. Why did Alan also dislike JCVD? I don't know, but apparently if you ask him in person, he'll tell you, get the fuck out of here and not answer you. Apparently he does not like people asking him about Van Damme. I don't know why, but that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. I don't know why. I wasn't there. I was not there. First heard of you being on King of the Hill episode. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's about 10:20. I've been going on for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm going to head out for now. You guys have a good night. Take care. As far as I know, I'll be on the Friday Dead Pit stream where they're just gonna kind of like this, but that way Uncle Bill will head it and he'll take control of the conversation. I just relax. But yeah, you guys have a good night. Take care. We'll see you later down the road. Bye bye for now. Later.